Hello, Flagler County. Bob Pickering here at the Emergency Operations Center with the latest Flagler weather update. Just a reminder, I'm not a meteorologist. All the weather information I present originates from the National Weather Service. Let's go ahead and talk tropics. A lot of people talking about what's going on out there. First, there's going to be potential tropical cyclone 6. This is 3,000 miles away from us, a little bit better than that. Very far away. It's likely going to become Tropical Storm Florence. However, it is so far away from us. No projections of it approaching the United States at this point in time. Not really of any concern for us. But a little bit closer to home is this weak system that's over here near the island of Hispaniola, and that is moving our direction. It's moving off to the west-northwest, but this is a very weak disturbance, and it really doesn't have any chance of developing at all until it really gets over to the Gulf of Mexico, and even then, it's going to be a very low chance of it organizing as it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, but that won't happen until after it gets past us, and again, that's a very low chance at that. So what does that mean for us here in Flagler County? Well, it is going to bring a round of unsettled weather through the area. And essentially it's just going to mean, you know, instead of just rain maybe 1 or 2 times a day, you might see several spells of rain, several spells of showers. Some heavy tropical downpours might be thrown in as well, and some thunder and that sort of thing. It's going to get a little bit breezy, but that's about it. Not really that big of a deal at all. So this unsettled weather for maybe Monday into Tuesday as this system passes us by. So let's break things down a little bit. So the timing again, Monday through Tuesday is when we're looking to see the effects of this. 1 to 3 inches of rain with some localized higher amounts will be possible. But again, that's not really that big of a deal for us. Now, if you get 3 inches of rain in a very short amount of time, which is possible, yeah, you could have some localized flooding, that sort of thing. But you know, any thunderstorm during the summer rainy season is basically capable of doing that. There will be an elevated risk of rip currents at the beaches, so if you're heading for the beach, just be aware of that. And it might get a little breezy, but again, not that big of a deal, and that's mostly due to the pressure differences associated with the system. Again, no significant development is expected at this point in time. So let's go ahead and take a look at our local weather now. This pattern that we've been in all week long is going to stay with us. Generally means scattered showers and maybe some thunderstorms start off along the coast in the morning. Some of them will be blowing in from the ocean. Some of them will be firing off right along the coast, and then activity translates inland in the afternoon and evenings. But we still could get a few showers blowing in off the ocean at any time, especially more so as that system gets closer to us and it affects our weather as we go into Monday, Tuesday. So daily showers and storms, most likely in the mornings along the coast, inland in the afternoon. But again, you know, a few of them could pop up at any time, but generally that's going to be the main times of activity, but it'll be more unsettled Monday into Tuesday as that weak system passes us by. And just a reminder that any storm or any shower actually is capable of producing squally winds and torrential downpours, as well as some dangerous cloud to ground lightning. So just be aware of that. So some closer details now in the mornings. Expect a pretty good chance of showers, maybe thunderstorms, either along the beach in the morning, sometimes before sunrise, or sometimes after sunrise, or right along I-95. And this activity will then work its way inland in the afternoon with the best chances of storms in the early to mid-afternoon in the west side of the county. Still a running chance of additional showers or storms along the coast, but the bulk of it being west of Bunnell. So through the weekend, scattered showers and storms, chiefly along the coast in the morning and then inland in the afternoon. Again, though, they could pop up at any time, but this is going to be the main trend. High temperatures in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Now, as we get into Monday, Tuesday, it's going to turn a little bit more unsettled, a little bit more cloud, and shower storms will be possible at any time. There could be some heavy downpours, but again, more so in the mornings. It looks like that's going to be the trend. That's going to be more likely when you're going to see the rainfall. But again, it could turn up at any time. High temperatures in the mid-80s due to that additional cloud cover. Lows generally in the mid-70s at night. Now, the outlook is we're going to basically stay in this pattern after that system gets by us. Chance of showers or storms each day. Along the coast in the morning, inland in the afternoon, highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Looking at the beaches, surf 2 to 3 feet. The surf might pick up a little bit as that system gets closer to us. Surf temperature, a nice tropical 83 degrees. There's been some reports of jellyfish and stuff like that out there. Just be aware of that. Rip currents are at elevated risks, anywhere from moderate to high risk. So just be aware of that if you're going to the beaches. And make sure you got your sunblock on. UV index is rated as very high. So folks, just a reminder that this is the hurricane season. We're getting into the peak of hurricane season, so it's important to be prepared. We're not expecting any problems with this system, but it's important to be prepared, especially as we get into September. So know your evacuation zone. Know if you live in one. Have a hurricane plan. Go to flaglercounty.org/emergency for preparedness advice. So let's take a look at how to stay informed. That's also important as well. Keep up what's going on. FlaglerCounty.org. Hover your mouse over webcams or weather. You can get the latest from the Weather Service. Sign up for Alert Flagler while you are there. If you have a weather radio, break it out. Make sure it works. It's a great resource for information, not just on local weather, but you can see what's going on in the tropics. You can also go to hurricanes.gov. The Hurricane Center basically does updates about every 6 hours what's going on out there. So go to hurricanes.gov to keep up on the developments in the tropics. It's always good to stay informed because sometimes things can change and they can change unexpectedly. So we plan to be back early next week, but of course, if anything breaks out over the weekend, we will be back. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your holiday.